Master Sass, the ninja contest. The rest of the week was filled with alarms and snake sightings. Irene couldn't help but laugh whenever the guys rushed off to beat the samurai. She decided to join in the fun, hitching a ride on Nia's mech every so often and confusing the others. She once saw Jay dress as a girl with a pink dress and a blonde wig and lay down on the tracks pretending to be in distress as a train approached. "Oh, help! Samurai! Where are you?" he cried in a falsetto voice. Nia simply showed up and laid down a new set of tracks, diverting the train. Irene was recording the whole time. "Oh, Jay, you're so weird," she muttered. When he returned to the ship, Irene teased him a little bit, then offered to delete the evidence. "Nah, keep it," he said. "You never know when we might need a good laugh." Irene smirked. "I'm gonna get footage of the others doing stupid stuff to go with it. We're making a whole gag reel." The ninja all had to take turns watching Lloyd in addition to hunting the samurai. Lloyd and Irene especially loved it when it was Irene's turn. The ninja and Neo were all seated around the table. "Trying to find out the samurai's identity is more of a nuisance than the snakes," Cole complained. "You've gotten real creative in your methods," Irene said wryly. She elbowed Jay. "Don't you think so, brother?" He stuck his tongue out at her. "Any luck with you?" Cole asked. "The guy's elusive. He's like a ghost," Jay said. "One moment he's there, the next he's gone." Zane lamented. "I am starting to believe we might never catch him." "I think it's safe to say none of us are closer to proving we're the Green Ninja," Kai said. Irene and Nia shared an amused look. Sensei Wu walked in. "Looks like iron is sharpening iron. I feel you getting closer to your true potential," he said, tapping Cole's sore arm. "Ow," he complained, pulling away. "Where's my nephew?" Wu asked. "I thought you were looking after him." Kai looked down. "I thought Cole was going to pick him up," he said. "I went to the arcade, but he wasn't there," Cole said. "Jay was—" "Don't bring me into this. I babysat yesterday," Jay interrupted. "Sensei, we have not seen him," Zane said. "Oh no, we lost the kid," Irene cried, looking worried. "We have to find him." The ninja retraced their steps to the arcade where Kai had last seen Lloyd. Kai opened the door and called, "Lloyd? Lloyd!" Hearing no answer, he turned to the others and said, "He was right here. Someone must have seen him." Cole was going along the length of the sidewalk and he called, "Hey guys, check this out." Irene looked to see where he was pointing and saw a security camera. They went to check the camera's feed for any sign of Lloyd. After watching several minutes of footage, Jay cried, "Oh, wait, there's the pipsqueak." He pointed to a familiar black hoodie. "Play that back." Irene rewound the tape, and they saw him go into a shop and come back out wearing a serpentine costume, then go down a dark alley. What is he up to? Jay wondered. They headed to the alley Lloyd had gone to and found prints. "I sense these are Lloyd's footprints, but they come to an end here," Zane said, pointing out tire tracks. "Why?" "Something tells me we're going for a ride," Kai remarked. "Come on, boys." "And Irene," he quickly added as she smacked his arm. They summoned the vehicles from their golden weapons, Irene riding with Cole as usual, and followed the tracks into the desert. In spite of the urgency of this situation, Irene couldn't help but cheer. This never gets old. They continued until they came upon an ancient city that definitely hadn't been there before. "What is that place?" Cole asked over the comms. "Looks like Snake City," Jay replied. "Let's get a closer look," Kai said. They carefully snuck past the guards and crept toward what looked like an arena. The stands were filled with cheering serpentine. "It appears Pythor has successfully united all of the tribes," Zane observed. "I know we ruined their last get-together, but that's no reason not to get an invitation," Cole joked. "My feelings are hurt." Irene rolled her eyes. "There's Lloyd," Kai said, pointing to a cage underneath a giant statue. "Oh, and look at who they worship," Jay added, pointing to the statue. "Let me guess, the Great Devourer," Cole whispered. "All the more reason to get Lloyd out of here," Kai said. "This comes to an end today." The ninja drew their weapons and charged, only to have a cage drop down on them. They lost their weapons, too. "Can't breathe," Irene gasped from the bottom of the pile. "Get off me." The boys got up and helped her to her feet. Pythor slithered over to them. "Looks like we've caught the main event," he said, then began to chuckle. A bunch of armed snakes escorted them to the center of the arena. Main event? What do you think he meant by main event? Jay panicked. I have a feeling we're the main event, Kai replied. Or the main course, Cole exclaimed, pointing out the bar opening on the other side. Kai, you may be right, Zane said. Things really may come to an end today. Don't worry, the samurai could still come around to save us, Jay said hopefully. When we get out of here, I'm whooping all your butts for being too obsessed with the samurai to properly look after Lloyd, Irene threatened. You say you wanted a battle and I give you one, Pythor announced. I give you ninja versus samurai. The Serpentine cheered as the gates opened and the samurai mech stepped out, the arms chained. A couple of snakes removed the chains. What? We have to fight the samurai? Jay shrieked. We don't even have our golden weapons and he has that hulking thing of armor. It's not fair. I want to see once and for all who is the greatest hero, Pythor declared. Is it samurai or ninja? Only the victor will be allowed to leave. Stay together, Kai said. Perhaps he can join our team to fight our way out, Zaid said hopefully. After all, he hates the Serpentine too. Whatever Nia did, Irene knew she would make it look convincing. Probably too convincing, as she tossed a large throwing star the size of a frisbee at the ninja, making them duck for cover. Scratch that, he is not on our team, Cole shouted. They all flipped out of the way as the mech's arm swiped at them. They landed in a defensive stance, and Nia threw another throwing star frisbee at them. The ninja all ducked and moved out of the way, except for Jay. Ha ha, missed me, he taunted. Then it came back and hit him in the back of the head. You idiot, Irene called. You okay? Jay gave her a thumbs up as he rubbed his sore head. They all came back together and faced the samurai. The samurai pulled out a massive katana and swiped at them. Tornado of creation? Zaid suggested. The others nodded. Earth, Cole shouted. Fire, yelled Kai. Ice, Zaid said. Lightning, Jay cried. Illusion, Irene called. Ninja, go! They all yelled in unison, combining their spinjitzu into one huge tornado that started sucking everything in to create a giant slingshot? Really, guys? Irene sassed as they pulled it back. Quit giving us a hard time and pull, Kai ordered. Together they pulled the slingshot back and released, sending their boulder straight into the mech and knocking the samurai back into the base of the statue where Pythor and Scales were. The ninja rushed at the mech, but spikes popped out in front of them, decorating the arena floor in a spiral pattern. Why can't anyone play fair? Jay yelled in frustration. Then the ground began to tilt, throwing them off balance and forcing them to grab hold of the spikes. Nia had the same problem. Can this get any worse? Cole complained. We must continue to make it appear that we are fighting for real, Nia said, her voice mechanically altered. We're not fighting for real? Jay said in confusion. Keep up the charade and hold on to my exosuit, Nia instructed. The ninja grabbed on and the suit began flying out of the arena, but they began losing altitude. There's too much weight, Kai cried. Then the front of the suit opened and Nia jumped out, allowing them to fly away. Has somebody been eating second helpings of cake? Irene cried. Ha! I can't believe he just saved us, Cole exclaimed. He stole our thunder again, Kai shouted. Gah, I hate that samurai, Jay yelled. How do you turn this thing off? Kai screamed as the mech did some very wild loop-de-loops. It finally crashed in the desert, knocking them into the sand. Irene sat up, seeing Jay and Cole and Zane, but a certain hot-headed red ninja was missing. Where's Kai? Jay shouted. Irene opened her mouth to respond, but didn't. Irene, you okay, little sister? Cole said. She hesitated, then gave him a thumbs up. Is everyone okay? No broken bones or concussions? She asked. We're all right, but Kai is missing, Zane said. Don't worry, Irene told him. He'll be here before long with our weapons. They were calling Kai's name when the mech stood up. Quick, it's gonna get away, Jay yelped. Irene rolled her eyes as the boys ran to catch it. They failed. Great, we lost Kai. The samurai suit is gone and we have no way to get home, Jay whined as Irene caught up to them. I wouldn't say that, Cole said, pointing to Kai walking towards them with their golden weapons wrapped in a blanket. He waved. That night, Nia told Irene about Kai finding out about her. So, he won the bet, but can't say that he won the bet, and he didn't really even win the bet because I had already won the bet when it was made, And I can't say that I won the bet either, Irene concluded. Your logic makes me dizzy, Nia protested. Irene laughed, then sighed. It's too bad we couldn't rescue Lloyd, she said. I've gotten attached to the little bean. Nia put an arm around her. We all have. Even if the guys won't admit it, they do have a soft spot for him. Irene nodded. We're going to get him back no matter what.